make sure you got no team coach to get it done. That's a problem right this profession. Now we're going directly into the summer training. Okay, summer workout, you've got to have goals that are specific to the summer. I think it's really important that everybody, regardless of where you're coaching, whether you're a middle school coach, a freshman coach, a JV coach, a college coach, doesn't make any difference, is that when you're going to the summertime, every position group,
Welcome to Amon G. Carter Stadium in Fort Worth, home to the TCU Horned Frogs. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the Cincinnati Bearcats, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the TCU Horned Frogs. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollock from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. So TCU's offense makes its way onto the field to open this game. From the gun, the running back looking for room. He found a hole, got about 5. He's down at the 21.
And after a successful run like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot, because even if it's incomplete now on second, you only have a short amount of yards to go here on third.
From the gun, he leaves it with the back. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
And I think the biggest thing for this young man is we've seen him be so great all throughout the season. How do you finish? And how do you finish decides if you win that big trophy at the end of the year. He's in the Heisman running late in the season. I bet you he'll get a lot of touches today.
Quickly complete. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.
The quick passing game does several things. One, it doesn't let the pass rush get you. Those great defensive linemen, the ball's coming out so fast they can't get there. And then what else? It gets me ahead of the sticks. I don't have to worry about getting in.
Turning on the Jets. The 20. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Horned Frogs.
And these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Out of the end zone. So Cincinnati's offense will have its first possession of the game. And greeting them as a linebacking core in the business of disruption, tackling with aggression. Any suggestions on how to work around them?
Yeah, I think you pray. These linebackers are fast, they're physical, and my favorite part is they don't like people. Like, they are trying to make physical tackles, and it starts with them in this defense against the run, blitzing, against the pass. They're all over the field, Palmer.
Yeah, and I think for this offense, you want to be able to establish the run. I think the big key for them is going to be working the double teams in the zone game and getting into the second level. You've got to try and cover these linebackers up and get a hat on them. If you don't, they're going to run free, and they're going to destroy your game plan.
Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the big fella. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And tight ends aren't just line up and block guys. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field, and nowadays you can start to feature him more and more in the passing game.
Not quite in rhythm there. Incomplete. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Quick strike complete. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. The Bearcats line up to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Catches it cleanly at the 20. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. The run to the left. Got room to work. There he goes. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, TCU!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll bring it out. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Going with the ground game left. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
They'll stop him just short of the first down marker on the screen.
That's a tough one to execute on offense in that situation. 3rd down, you know it's going to be man coverage. If that receiver's not able to create any separation, then he's going to get tackled as soon as he catches the ball. And that's exactly what happened. Now setting up 4th down.
Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
And this guy's going to have to come through for you in this game. He picks up another first down, but he's your Heisman contender. He's the best player on your football team, and he's a guy that's just going to have to touch the ball a lot in this game if you're going to win.
This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. The Horned Frogs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. The offense changing the play. Dropping back, it's Bullard. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Be interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
Really nice job by the defense there. You're trying to force the quarterback to throw the football in front of you and allow your guys to square up and make a tackle out in space. You got to force the ball carrier to do something special after the catch. Not able to do it there, so really nice tactic by the defense.
Makes the catch. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Leaves it with the back. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. Kept it on the ground on 1st down. Now back to the line. Trying play action. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
Oh, man, the big fellas, they usually have the soft hands. Your security blanket is your tight end, but that one hit him in the hands, and he just couldn't pull it in.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Shoots it to the left. Another incompletion on...
Just start to sense the frustration building for this offense after that incompletion. Right now setting up 4th down. They haven't yet scored a touchdown. They just can't find a rhythm in this game. Obviously the defense.
Yeah, we got close, bro. We're close. You see Landman already got 150 yards, bro.
String some
5 touches
together and get this quarterback in a better rhythm.
TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense.
Landman.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
They'll run play action. He's moving out of the pocket. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
And you see the dagger concept so much in pro football, in college football, and they're trying to run a guy deep to take that safety with him, pull him out of the way, and then kind of throw it right underneath that vacated area where he's at. Unsuccessfully, but that's what they were trying to accomplish on that play.
Looking for a man. It's Bullard. They're working that left side. Worked his way out to the 28-yard line, but needed a little bit more yardage. 4th down is coming.
That's perfectly fine. If I'm a defense, I'm going to give up some yards right there. Play deep, react to shallow. The running back catches the football. I come up. He gets a positive gain, but it doesn't matter because now I won 3rd down and forced him on 4th down.
I know we don't go for this, but I got to do it, man.
A couple of yards for the 1st down, but they'll stay out there and go for it on 4th. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Converts on 4th down. Still going. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down. The definition of 4-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere, just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do, but maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the 1st down. Nothing to worry about.
And the Horned Frogs headed quickly to the line.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Breaks it. Oh, my goodness, he's still moving. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down.
My boy rolling, boy.
How about the defense trying to slow this dude down? He's a Heisman contender for a reason. He's so difficult to tackle, and what a challenge all week long they knew that they had to key on this guy and really try to at least limit him if they were going to win.
Hey, you look like your boy Eddie George right now, boy.
15-yard line and a big red zone opportunity here.
I told you I was
That's
going
the
to
end
find
of the
one.
quarter, and TCU has the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Here we go. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Trying to set up the screen. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
Hey, really nice job on defense, too, understanding the situation. It's third down. We're fine giving up completions right there. We're not giving up the first down. We're keeping the football and the ball carrier in front of us, and we're tackling the catch. Awesome job, and now you've set up fourth down.
Has to get there to move the sticks. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be first and goal. The Horned Frogs started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. They'll run it on first and goal. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! Excellent pass by the back on the option. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in week 10.
You got to be proud of that, boy.
All you can say is how impressive has this team been at home today in all three facets of the game. Their defense has been outstanding. We've seen some plays in special teams, and the offense continues to deliver, showing off all of the playmakers and all of the versatility they have on that side of the football. This could not be better here in the first half of the home team.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Week to week, it's so tough to figure the ACC, which is why this one is notable. Miami is in the unusual position of having to come from behind right now, but those fans that were there when the U was the U, they know this game is not over. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Louisville. It wouldn't be the ACC if there weren't this kind of storyline, guys, and we promise to keep you posted.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. And the Bearcats can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass. The Bearcats decide to punt it away. A high kick trying to pin them deep. That way fair catch is called for and made just shy of midfield. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. And what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. Makes it past the marker. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on.
It's a seam wide. Touchdown, TCU! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Well, this thing's turning into a rout, and it's turning into a rout quickly. Really nice job by the offense there, but it's not just them. Their defense is getting it done. Their special teams are getting it done, and it just feels like they're really feeding off of this home crowd and their energy. This has been the definition of home field advantage in this football game.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. First play of the drive, wants to throw. It's complete to the left. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
Looking downfield on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
We know about this running back's versatility, and he's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Makes the grab.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Pressure coming. And they fail to hook up on third down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
And the Bearcats will line up to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Fair catch is collected at the 24, and that's where they'll start this drive. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute it.
Yeah, and it's just
Turning it on! That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
And there's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
it opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything, and this offense has got it rolling on the ground.
Gets it past the marker. Flying down the left side. Touchdown, Horned Frog! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Getting set for the point after. And they tack on the extra point for a 35-0 lead. That drive took no time at all. A couple of plays and finished it with the long run for the touchdown. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
Here's a heat. Tackle is made at the 25-yard line, and that'll bring up a 4th down. The Bearcats will send out the punt unit. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. A high kick. Let's see. Oh, right through his fingers. He muffed it. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. This offense has it with really good field position. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Stop just inside the 25. We'll mark it at the 24. Pickup of 10 and a 1st down.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice big...
Oh, he's got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, TCU. Great job by the back on the option.
And we know football gets harder when you start to hit the red zone and the field tricks. Who needs that? Break the long touchdown run. Nice job by the back, seeing the hole, explode through, getting the long touchdown.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And that kick was perfectly down the middle. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Wants to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab. It's Rooks.
Hey, listen, on offense, just take what the defense gives you. Quarterback looks out wide. He sees the DB way off of the receiver. Throw him the easy hitch pass. He'll take that completion.
They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Off the play fake. It's complete. Gets away from one. Finds some space. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. They'll keep it on the ground to the right. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. They'll leave it with him. Finding an escape route. They'll get him stopped at the 45, but it's a big 15-yard pickup and a 1st down.
And a 1st down for the offense.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Under fire. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the tight end. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half.
Timeout, TCU.
The Bearcats will punt it away on 4th down.
Punt it away.
And they won't be able to down it. It goes into the end zone for a touchback. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. Running to the left. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Dropping back, it's Bullard. He's got him. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. And the Horned Frogs will hustle to the line. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. They'll try to get it through the air. And the pass to the sideline will pick up a short gain. Well, they were counting on winning the one-on-one battle. They got the completion, but the yardage didn't work out.
Yeah, and a lot of times, man, that's what I do on short yardage situation. 3rd and short, make my guy fall forward for a couple yards, try to get the first down, but it was a good tackle, and the receiver got absolutely nowhere after the catch.
Needs it to keep this drive alive. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. The Horned Frogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Gets it to the back. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. The offense will quickly use a timeout.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays. The quarterback and his unit is executing. And this defense right now, they have no answers.
Wants to go up top on first down. He'll pull it down and run. And it'll be a short game, but no need to take a big hit there on the scramble.
Man, this defense has their hands full today because not only do they have to worry about the running backs and not only do they have to worry about the passing game, they've got to worry about this quarterback running the football because of plays like that. Not a huge explosive play, but he showed you the athleticism. He showed you he has the ability to hurt you with his legs.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Looking to throw, it's Bullard. Working that left side now. There he goes. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31 and a big pickup on that one.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on 3rd down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
Yep. Deep shot for the end zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. They bring him down, but that great defensive play might be overturned. Let's see what the call is. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. They go to the ground. You just can't go backwards there. He did, and they swarmed him for a safety. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, you've been calling a first-rate game so far today in Fort Worth. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Amon G. Carter Stadium.
All right, Kevin about ready to get things cranked back up here. And the Horned Frogs will boot it away to start the second half. No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Nothing went right in that first half, and the first order of business here. Try not to be embarrassed any further.
But the comeback is possible. Remember 2006, Michigan State down 35 to Northwestern at halftime? They somehow came back and won the game. But it all starts on one play, and that has to happen here on this.
Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. He goes down after the short return, but what a... to get the football back.
And how about that? That's the first INT for this guy. Like, he's gone all throughout this year, taking care of the football, making plays, really building trust with his offensive coordinator. First mistake, hey, listen, put it behind you. You've had a great season so far, young man.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like, that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
Down to the 16-yard line, it's 1st and 10. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
To throw, it's Bullard. He's got it on the run. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. The Horned Frogs are marching down the field. Pushes toward the goal line. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! And they take it in for 6 more points. Climbing up to tack one more onto that lead. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Fires to the big fella. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage. Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Rushes on him. He felt the heat, trying to get away, but down he goes. He'll lose a yard or 2. And the Bearcats send out the punt unit. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Trying to play a little field position with that high punt. He will make the fair catch just a few yards shy of midfield. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive did.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
The play-action fake. Buys a little time with his feet. Oh, better look out. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
And that is such a gut punch for this defense, because you're trailing in the game, you're trying to get off the field, you think you got the quarterback in the backfield for a sack, and he's able to escape scramble and go pick up the first down. That is a killer. If you're the defensive coordinator, you've now got to find more ways to get pressure on this guy and get him on the ground.
And the Horned Frogs have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking downfield, it's Bullard. Throws to the wideout. Working that left side. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
When you're throwing these comeback routes, man, the timing has got to be so good between the two of them, because you know the ball is going to be in the air a long time. You can't throw it late. It's going to get picked. That time, really nice job getting it out early, and the receiver doing a nice job on his route so that the ball was right on him as soon as he turned around.
Looking to scramble. He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble but couldn't create anything there.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Finds him out of the backfield. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work.
You know, offensively in that situation, 4th down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
And it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interested to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares, problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
Moving away from pressure. The freshman called his own number and kept this drive moving.
And how about the awareness by this guy on 3rd down, a scramble play. Everything's breaking down, but he never panics, and also knows exactly where he needs to get to pick up that first down. It's 3rd. I can't slide early. I can't run out of bounds.
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Right on the money. Really short gain on that one. Defense all over it.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you can tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that.
He's brought down to the 49. That is well short of the first down. The Bearcats will call on their punt team. He'll try to really get into this one. Great contact on that ball as it just hangs up in the sky. TCU will send its offense back onto the field.
Let's go! Let's go!
Running behind that left side. Got room at the 35. Breaks into the open. Past the 10. Touchdown, TCU!
single week, you know this guy's going to touch the football. And when he gets near the end zone, Palmer, you still know he's going to get it, and he still punches in it.
He's the unstoppable force. It doesn't matter what defenses have done throughout his career. This guy finds a way to make people miss, to run away. He's got all the tools you look for in an outstanding running back.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he tacks on the extra point. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to pass. Finds his tight end. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Gives it on the option. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. We talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this, and all of a sudden have to throw.
He lobs one high down the left side. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
Coming out of the tunnel in the third quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the third quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
Now it's a first down from the 43-yard line. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Quick release on the RPO. He'll pick up a few before going out of bounds at the 34.
Defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Here we go. Trying to keep the drive alive. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. We've reached the break, and TCU is holding the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Send the tight end in motion. They'll run it out of the shotgun. They'll put the brakes on him at the 21, give him a yard.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Here's the handoff. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line, a loss of 1. Quite a bit of work to do on third down from the 23, and this D would love to force a field goal try. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. Offense calls a timeout here, critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires to the wideout. And the fourth down pass. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy, great execution, just beat down in every facet.
I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm, and we saw that right from the get-go in this game. Offense just able to matriculate the ball down the field. Defense was not giving anything up. What a great game plan coming in, and this was just total domination.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
threaded the needle almost. My God.